So they can certainly absolutely expect something that's going to be very, very tasty. And we also really welcome feedback from the customers. Because there's always one of us there. We get very personal feedback from customers. So if there's something that's not gone quite right, then we get to know about it very quickly, and that's just enormously helpful.
It is
for us. So even on the very rare occasions if people aren't happy with a particular thing, and it's something like there was one of our regular customers the other day, and the coffee was a bit cold, and they sat there, they drank their coffee, and as they were leaving, they said, really, really sorry, but the coffee was a bit cold. I said, you should have said at the beginning, we would have taken it away. Let me get you a fresh cup of coffee, let me give you the money back. But no, we don't want to, it's not a complaint, we don't want to make a fuss, just want to let you know. But so nice, so helpful. So we really welcome feedback.
Yeah, I mean, the other one is we always say is we make it always fresh. We don't keep a cake for more than 24 hours. If it's made in the night, because the cold stuff will go in the morning. The other cakes is always fresh. Even if it's slightly older, we'll keep it out. We don't sell it because we want it to be always fresh, always homemade. We put lots of attention to every single cake. Especially Ellie, she's very picky about the taste, and she puts lots of effort into it, which is what we want to keep it up. And carry on not using artificial colors, flavoring additives, and use natural taste.
Of course, that's a great promise to make to your customers, I'm sure. And before we go, I just have to ask you, what are the changes in the food culture in Sri Lanka that you see around you today that really encourage you to keep improving your business and to stay in this particular industry?
I'll start. Shari and I are going on 2 years, and Shari was born in Sri Lanka in Colombo. She lived here till she was about 15 before she left to go to the States. But in the 2 short years that we've been here, I'm really seeing some exciting things happening. There's some great places in Colombo. We go out and dine frequently, not as much now with the baby, but before we were. And seeing where people are pushing food, new venues that are opening, different types of foods that are coming online, different ethnic types of foods that maybe weren't here before. I'm from the U.S. I love Mexican food. Starting to see Mexican food come in to Sri Lanka, which those flavors are very, very similar. So I think the bar is being raised, which is great for everybody. Existing restaurants will get better. Customers will have a better experience and more choice. So I think it's a really exciting future for where food is going in the country.
And do you agree with him as well?
Yeah, totally, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's different standards, and I think customers themselves expect more from their food, and their taste.
So you see that change that's happening in Sri Lankan food culture at the moment. All right. So before we go, I think you have a small advertisement to make. And this has nothing to do with the cake shop, it has nothing to do with their shop. It's something a bit more personal level. So do you want to just give a shout out?
Yeah, we got 2 lovely kittens who are looking for a really lovely home, for free, of course. And we might throw in a cake with that.
Alright, so there you go. If you really want to contact them about getting any kittens adopted, and they are very cute kittens.
Oh yeah,
they're lovely kittens. Yes, they're very cute.
So you know who to contact. Alright, so thank you so much for being on the show, and it was really great having you this morning. I'm sure everyone at home enjoyed it as well. Hope you enjoyed being on the show.
Oh yes,
thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, and very good luck with your venture, and I hope that you grow from strength to strength.
Yes, we'll see you very soon.
Right. I'll see you too, Ellie. So with that, we've come to the end of this segment, but before we go, I have to remind you about Facebook. That's www.facebook.com/goodmorningsrilanka. Click the like button and stand a chance to win MTV merchandise, and give us your feedback, please. We love to hear from you. Send us an email at mtvsports@maharaja.lk. But don't go anywhere. We're coming back with some other a group of people who have started a venture similar to Ellie's and Johan's and Kevin's, a venture of their own. So that's more exciting news coming up right after the break on Good Morning Sri Lanka. Stay with us. Lanka. You're back with me on Amaya on the show, and today we are actually going to speak to another husband and wife duo who started up their own venture, and again they are also creating quite a taste sensation in Colombo. So we have with us the masterminds behind A&M Cupcakes. Now this is Ajab Mufaddal and Mufaddal Yusuf Ali. So hello, welcome, good morning, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for.
What's your morning routine usually like?
Having us.
It's our pleasure, and we really want to speak about the buzz that you've created through your food and the cupcakes that you've been making, because cupcakes are something that has really become a trend in Sri Lanka now, and it does take something extra to like stand out from all of your competitors. So you definitely have that something extra because you've been creating quite a buzz. So it's great to have you on the show this morning. But before I start asking you about how you started up and all of these things, the GMSL crew actually invaded your shop, and we have a little video about the process behind the making of a cupcake. So we'll go see that video first and then get back to speaking to you.
And welcome to Good Morning Sri Lanka. I'm Mufaddal Yusuf Ali from A&M Cupcakes, situated in Kolpiti, Gaul Road. So we are going to show you today how to make a basic cupcake. So we're going to start with showing you all the ingredients that we're going to use today. We've got 100 grams of butter here. Then we've got half a cup of sugar, 2 eggs, and 100 grams of all-purpose flour. This is self-raising flour, and we've got a little vanilla essence too. Okay, so I'm going to put the butter in our mixer. This is actually a K beater. You can use a hand mixture or a table stand mixture at home as well. And I'm going to start the mixture at low speed and slightly increase it until the butter is nicely creamed. So the butter is now nicely mixed and creamed, and now next we're going to put the sugar. And again scrape the butter so that the sugar mixes in properly. So we've added the sugar now, and we can increase the speed a little if you want, just so that the sugar is incorporated in the butter very nicely. We'll go ahead with adding the eggs one by one. We've got 2 eggs here. Let's just add 1 egg. And you need to remember, for the eggs we need to beat it pretty fast so that there is no curdling in the middle. So we just added the eggs one by one. I'll increase the speed a little so that the eggs get mixed in nicely. The reason for increasing the speed is that the eggs tend to curdle very fast with the batter. So it's better at the fastest speed. If you want, you can scrape the sides again and just be sure that everything is mixed properly. So we're going to take some vanilla extract and put about 2.5 ml. That's about half a teaspoon. And just drop it in the batter and start the mixture. The eggs have been incorporated and we already put vanilla essence, so it's time to add the flour. We'll add the flour in about 3 steps so that it's nicely mixed, keeping the stand mixture, the beater very slow paced. And we can keep adding the flour. The batter is almost ready. It's nice and creamy, and I think the consistency is also pretty perfect. So just scrape off the attachment. And if there is any flour left anywhere, nothing to worry about it. You can just mix it with our spatula. So there you go. This is the vanilla batter. It's ready to go inside the oven. Next we're going to put the batter in our cupcake mold. I've got a 6 cupcake mold here with these cupcake wrappers. The easiest way that we do it is we take a scoop measure. So basically you can take a scoopful and just pour the batter. If you feel the batter is going to overflow once you bake, you can put about 2/3 of your cup. That should do. You can place this in the middle of the oven and turn it on. It should be at 180 heat and bake about 18 to 25 minutes. We've taken the cupcakes out of the oven and left them to cool on a wire rack. These are pretty hot right now, so we can't frost them immediately. We'll keep for about 15 minutes. But we've got 2 cupcakes which I've already cooled for you, and we'll show you how to frost them. So we're done with the cupcakes and they're ready to go.
Alright, so now you've seen the journey that our crew embarked on, and they had a really good time with the cupcakes as well. But that was vanilla cupcake, was an amazing looking cupcake. But you have a motto in the shop, A&M Cupcakes, and your motto is believe in cupcakes, that is when the magic begins. Yes. Tell us about the motto. Ashok? Who thought of the motto?
He did.
Okay, then I should address the question to you, Mufaddal.
It's actually, cupcakes are usually magical, you know. Mm-hmm. You might not eat a cupcake, but you like looking at it. So it makes your day. And we usually say like a cupcake a day makes your day. So that's the basic motto behind the cupcake. Believe in cupcakes and magic.
But I don't know about you, but I can never just hold a cupcake and look at it. Yeah. The cupcake has to be eaten.
When it's there, you want to pick it up, and then if you pick it up, you'll end up eating it.
All right, so that's the tactic behind that, isn't it? But cupcakes have like primarily been sort of a more American tradition or a more Western concept, and it's really caught on in the past couple of years in Sri Lanka as well. Yeah. So why do you think that is, especially here in Colombo? You have so many people doing cupcakes now, and it's causing a big buzz.
Actually, in Sri Lanka, the bakery market itself, the bakery business itself is a staple, you know. So that kind of a food, whatever you give them, whatever you give Sri Lankan people are going to eat it. Like cake or butter cake, we're just making a small cake, and that's pretty it's fancy. Yeah, it's fancy, you know. So it looks good, and there are many ways that you can present a cupcake. Instead of buying the whole cake, you buy cupcakes.
That's true. When you're presented with an entire cake, it can be sort of overwhelming, but a cupcake looks very appetizing, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, it does.
And you don't have to do the mess of